So, as you know, we are getting closer and closer to the beginning of the school year. This video is more tailored to college students, but I guess for anyone who's like through K-12 watching this kind of applies, but for teachers. Teachers and professors are like synonymous, I guess. For me personally, I am taking summer classes, so I still am within the school year. I'm using air quotes. This is more tailored for people who aren't really doing summer classes, who are not going above and beyond to take their classes and get their credits and shit. I'm just doing this because just for the love of the game, so it's completely different. One thing I've noticed, not recently, I'll say kind of recently, during the summer semester, it's been so chill. What I will say for sure, definitely during the fall and spring semesters, bro, I don't know what these professors be smoking, but they gotta be on some crazy shit, dog. The reason I say this is because, but some of these professors really be thinking like you as a student don't have a life. You don't have responsibilities, you don't have a job. And I get there are some students who just go to work, go to their dorm, and that's basically their life. They don't got no job, they can just chud out. I get that. Seems like a common thing that a lot of people have jobs, a lot of people have this weird like school work life balance situation going on. To me, that's not really an issue because it makes sense if you're going to go to school and you live by yourself type of thing. Like for me, I also need a source of income to make sure I'm paying my bills. I'm not trying to get evicted while I'm doing school, working towards a job that's going to get me the big bucks. You feel me? For me personally, I just feel like professors hold such unnecessary standards in terms of like what they want from their students. I said it before and I'll say it again. It just feels like the professors kind of just can't believe that their students are adults and their students have other more important things that need to be attended to. You feel me? And they always try to hit you with this saying, oh, we make attendance mandatory because the job that you're going to get, we try to work you up so that you can come to your job on time, make sure you're always attending your job, blah blah blah. Basically a whole bunch of horseradish, bro. Like, bro, I have a job. I had numerous jobs. I know there is a clear difference in terms of what's more important when we are talking about school or a job. I would rather miss a whole week of going to class, which I have done actually, and nothing bad happened, over not going to work for a full week, coming back in, going to my supervisor's office and getting fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we comparing apples to oranges? You feel me? I just feel like these professors just be thinking like they could just come up with some BS, and some naive student that ain't go through life, don't got no life experience, right? They might fall for it, but I ain't falling for that, bro. This whole you gotta attend class because we preparing you to attend your job type of like this thing, bro. That's some BS, bro. Hey, bro, get out of here with that chat GBT behind response, bro. Like, it's bullshit. That's what it is. It's bullshit. It's a whole bunch of poo. Nobody cares about coming to class and seeing your face. I swear to God, bro. Dog. Some of these professors just be wanting people to look at them or something. We don't need to look at you. I'll go in, I'll sit down for that hour and a half session, however long the class is, and I would just see what's so grandioso about this class. I'm just sitting there, I'm pondering. I'm sitting there. We are looking at a PowerPoint on the board, bruh. Looking at a PowerPoint on the board. I can literally, mind you, it's literally, we have access to go online at home. I'm not about to yell. It is too late to be yelling. I can literally go home, turn on my computer, my PC, and play that same PowerPoint from my house. That same PowerPoint that they're making such a big deal for us to come into class for. Are you serious? Like, and the amount of times this actually happened is crazy. Like, you would think this is like a one professor thing. I have one really bad professor that I couldn't stand her ass, bro. Most of my former professors, most of them, the minority, they were kind of cool. They didn't care. The minority actually addressed the elephant in the room, and they would say, look, we understand you have lives. We ain't going to have you. We not going to penalize you for not showing up. We get that you might have family emergencies. We get you that you got a job. Like, if all professors could just be like that and just be realistic and understand, hey, bro got a job, bro got a kid. You know, some people got kids coming to school. If they could all just be realistic about that, it just be like, look, it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna penalize your grade because you have a life. There's literally a class where my grade was like a A plus. My shit was like a 96. Cooking in that class. It was my my writing class, W writer. You feel me? But my grade was a 96, and then by the end of the semester, because we had to write like a paper or whatever, like a finals paper, still within like the high 90s range. The teacher then accounted my attendance for my grade, because it's the attendance portion of our grade was 10% of our overall fucking grade. 10% is fucking crazy. For like the first portion of the semester, like the first month and a half, I was coming to this class, not missing a single day of class. It's whatever, it's cool. And then I ended up picking up a part-timer. I ended up picking up a part-time job because I wanted to make some extra bread while I was doing school. I couldn't make the classes because I'm not going to just not show up to work because I gotta sit down at class for something that I could literally teach myself at home. I just made the decision. I made the business decision. Look, I'm gonna just miss out on these days of class, and then I'm gonna just go to work. I would rather go to work and get my paycheck, and then instead of not go to work, get fired, have that look bad on my resume, instead of just like, you know, having the teacher not see me for the day type of thing. And the thing is, the teachers would never confront you about this. They'll never like actually say it's a problem, because it's really not. The thing is, like I had said earlier, my grade in this English class was like mad high, like a 90 something. Everything gets finalized and then my attendance get accounted for. My shit drops down to an 8. I mean, my grade drops down to an 80, 88, bro. You telling me my GPA just took the meanest? I ain't gonna say meanest, it wasn't that bad. It's only about like a few points, but my GPA took a minor hit because I got a life. Are you serious? I don't even want to get into my history teacher. She was such a narcissist, bro, and she would make it such a big deal about being in class, all this shit. This is how I knew she was a mad narcissist. We came into class one day. Mind you, she always starts the class off with a rant that lasts for like 10 minutes. Mind you, the class is 50 minutes a session. So you already took like 20% of the damn class time just yapping because like you ain't got nobody to talk to at home. I get it. You know, you get bored. You got your little cat in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Living off of dust mites and shit. But you cannot be demanding us to come to class if you just gonna bullshit and waste my time. You feel me? Like if we getting busy from the second class starts, okay, cool, I get it. She was so adamant on us coming to class on time and all this stuff, and like multiple times she would talk about herself in third person. Just imagine, like, I'm using air quotes. College classes are basically auditoriums, right? Everybody gets this. So imagine an auditorium full of students just looking front and center at the stage or the podium and seeing just one person, the professor, just yapping about shit. Mind you, she had a whole microphone and shit. It was like a whole TED Talk thing. And then she's over here just talking about herself in third person, talking about, oh my God, I can't say her name. I was about to say her name. I'm gonna use Juice as her placeholder name. I don't know why, but she would just talk about herself in third person and be like, King Juice needs to be respected. King Juice need to be taken serious. You can't come in here and do whatever you want to do. Like, you guys are adults. I get it. You want to be respected as a professor, because I respect professors ultimately, because it's a hard job. You got a lot of papers to grade, and on top of that, you probably got other life stuff you got to worry about. I get it, but for you to really think that you is that important is crazy. Like, my nigga, I will walk out your class mid speech, bro. Don't play with me, bro. Anyways, that's all I really gotta. That's all I had to say, because, you know, it's almost the end of July and it's getting closer and closer to school starting again. Hope you like the art, by the way. Also, I got some heat cooking up for the last video of July. The last video is expected to come out on the 29th. From how I got my schedule set up, I'm uploading like every 3 to 4 days. I think every 3 days I'll be uploading. But I have something decent cooking up for that last video on the 29th. So just stay tuned for that. But anyways, I'm about to head out. I'm super excited for this video that I'm working on for the 29th. But yeah, that's all I really got to talk about today. Just making sure I'm being consistent and shit. I don't know if I even posted gameplay to this. I'm kind of just recording before I edit and stuff. But I gotta go. Bye.